All right, hockey fans, we are just about ready to go. Looks like everybody's waiting for me. Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, hockey fans of all ages and all genders, welcome to the Haldane Memorial Arena, home of the Jefferson Community College Cannoneers. This facility is managed by a parent-led group of volunteers, the Salmon River Ice Hockey Association, and your assistance in helping to keep the arena clean is greatly appreciated. Warming blankets have been provided for your convenience in the bleacher section of the arena. At the conclusion of today's game, please remember to fold and return those blankets to their appropriate receptacles. We are honored to be your host for today's hockey game between the visiting University of Albany Danes and your JCC Cannoneers. We ask that both teams show their team and school spirit, but please only exhibit enthusiasm that is supportive and positive for players, coaches, and officials. Let the players play, the coaches coach, and the officials officiate. Be loud, be proud, and most importantly, be respectful. We thank you in advance for making today's game awesome. And we'll begin by introducing the starting lineup for the visiting University of Albany Danes. Starting off on defense, number 9, Alex Peterson. On defense, number 15, Thomas Mark. On offense, number 7, Jake Weiss. On offense, number 12, Trevor Vino. On offense, number 22, Chris Smith. And in goal, number 35, Alex Dola. And now, allow me to introduce your Jefferson Community College Cannoneers. Starting off on defense, number 3, Sam Stone. On defense, number 15, Nate Van Ween. Yeah. On offense, number 9, Cameron Whitebar. On offense, number 18, Kyle Gionet. And on offense, number 77, Chad Mills. And between the pipes protecting the net this evening, number 31, Andrew Stone. At this time, I'd like to ask everyone who is able to please rise. Before tonight's national anthem, I'd like to ask if we could all have a moment of silence. 2 years ago, we lost one of our hockey brothers prior to his 18th birthday, number 55, Matthew Bice. His number is retired, and you can see it in the corner over by the home bench. Today would have been Matthew's 20th birthday. So please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. And now please remain standing as we listen to the playing of our national anthem. The University of Albany Danes is coached by head coach Chris Chris Carapoli, and your JCC Cannoneers are coached by head coach Michael Ledoux. The Cold Front Cafe is open, filled with delicious, delectable delights to satisfy your nutritional needs, including hot, fresh pizza, hot coffee, cold sodas, and lots of candy. You might want to consider getting yourself some Sour Patch Kids. Sour Patch Kids, they're sweet, they're sour, they're children whose heads you can bite off. Now, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's play some hockey. All right. We are just about ready to go. Officials are out there. And we're off. There's a face-off. Pulled all the way back to the JCC end. Heading back for it is Stone. Sam Stone sends that up along the boards. Weinbar not able to get up to it. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Played there by the Danes. Albany able to bring that into the offensive end. Centering pass, and nobody there for it. Weinbar takes that away, sends that into the neutral for Gionnet. Gionnet not able to catch that puck. Puck grab by Thomas Mark. Mark sends us into the offensive end. Picked up by Sam Stone in the corner. He rips this around, goes into the neutral zone. Alex Peterson there. Peterson passes over to Mark. Mark looking down ice, sends this forward. No icing, waved off. Must have got touched by somebody, or it sure could have. Sam Stone grabs us in the corner, goes into the trapezoid, tries sending it along, gets blocked by the Danes. Held in from the point, shot, and that save made by Andrew Stone. Another shot from the point. This one gets blocked by Jack Mills, picked up by Gionnet. He snaps this off the boards into the neutral zone. Play there by Thomas Mark. Turned back, though, and now collected by Alex Peterson. Peterson. I don't know what's happening there. Puck going back and forth. Sam Stone with it. Off the boards for Weinbar. Weinbar in the neutral zone. Sends his puck down deep, and that's going to be an icing, and we'll bring this face-off all the way back down by Andrew Stone. Minute 15 into the first period, and we've got our first whistle. It's an icing. Shout out to my sponsors, Two Broke Moms, located on North Jefferson Street in Pulaski, next to Dollar General, Power Play Sports, exit 47 off Interstate 81, Dupree's Cleaning Services, exterior cleaning 315.com, and Glory Construction and Development. For all of your new building and new structure needs, if you're going to have it built in his glory. Colin Zudema takes this back into his trapezoid. Sends his puck around, grabbed in the neutral zone by Kellen Duffy. Duffy dumps this back in, picked up in the corner near Scarpello. Nino passes this over to Colin Zudema. Zudema sends this all the way across for Quinn McDonald. McDonald brings this into the offensive end, gets turned back, though. Now dump back in as the Danes check up on sides. Miles Hughes goes back for JCC to pick this puck up in the trapezoid. Comes out with this puck, passes it up for Owen Ebersol. Ebersol takes this into the corner, battling for that puck. Centering pass, nothing there. Comes out, center point, ripped, tipped on the side, knocked towards the corner by Owen Van Brocklin. Now back in the trapezoid with that puck is Ebersol. Ebersol sends his back behind the goal. Comes up at the point, and Miles not able to hold that in. Danes trying to take control of it in the neutral zone, and control they have. Gripped and ripped by Eric Kraft. Rips this all the way in. Deep it goes. Picked up Tanner Esposito. Sends this back into the trapezoid. Sent up along by Kellen Duffy into the neutral zone. Picked up by Owen Van Brocklin. Van Brocklin pops this into the O zone. It's taken away by Matt Waters. Waters sends this up, stopped at the point, moving in with it from the point, Kellen Duffy. Duffy goes into the corner, loses puck, comes back out to the point, ripped back in by Tanner Esposito. Espo sends this around, back to the far corner, helped out by Albany. No icing. They're claiming that Trey Kittle could have gotten a piece of that, and I guess he could have, but I don't think he did. Kellen Duffy from his corner sends this around far side for Tanner Esposito. Esposito tries getting this out into the neutral, grabbed by Eric Kraft, fires this, misses the goal. Puck is grabbed by Nino Scarpello. Oh, excuse me, that's Chris Smith. 22. I thought it was a 23. At the point, Thomas Mark fires this in. Puck never made it to Drew, although he was trying to save it, just didn't get to him. Gionette with this puck in the neutral zone, trying to drive this by Thomas Mark, not able to. Mark able to hold him out. Chris Smith picks this up in the neutral zone. Chris Smith brings us over the blue line into the offensive end. Shot, save made by Drew Stone. Albany still with this puck, passing it back behind the net. Jack Mills picks it up, gets this over to Trey Kittle. Trey passes this over to Weinbar. Weinbar sends this up for Jack. Jack curling around. Jack goes back behind the net, loses this puck in the trapezoid. Now it's grabbed on the side of the net by Alex Dola, and he's going to hold on to it for the faceoff. University of Albany in D3 is 5-3. Jefferson Community College is 4-6-1 in their division. Face-off won by JCC, comes back out into the neutral zone. That gets swatted forward by Carson Barrett, and that hits the netting. We'll have a face-off in the neutral zone as a result. Neutral zone face-off won by JCC. Puck comes back to Barrett. Barrett passes it up to Jack Mills. Mills to Weinbar. Weinbar loses it. He crosses over the blue line. Albany dumps his puck into the corner. Battle for that puck on the far side along the boards. Puck gets wrapped up, kicked back and forth. Reaching in for it is Jonathan Graham. Puck comes up and out into the neutral zone. Not sure why Quinn McDonald waited for that to exit. He just had to take one step forward, and he could have kept that puck in, but did not. Kittle passes that, goes off the skate of Weinbar up into the air. Hard time handling it. Comes back Jack Mills, passes back to Trey. Trey gives this over to Barrett. Carson takes this up in through the neutral zone into the O-zone. Shot wide left of the goal, all the way around on the far side. Picked up by Kyle Millington of Albany. Pass across to a wide open Nathan Teachin. Teachin in shot off the glove of Andrew Stone for the save. Puck comes all the way out into the neutral zone. Picked up Alex Peterson, passes across, gets brought into the offensive end by Kyle Millington. Millington sends this back behind the goal, in at the trapezoid, now sent back over to the corner. Referee skating out of the way. There's a nice hit put on by Quinn Carey. Puck is loose, picked up by Weinbar. Puck turned back, grabbed by Nate Van Wee. He fires this forward for Ebersol. Owen brings this into the offensive end. Puck gets turned over. Albany trying to come back with it. Matt Waters with this into the offensive zone. Drops that off for Nate Teachin. Shot fired, dropped down. Nate Van Wee grabs it out of the air, backhands this off the boards, picked up by Owen Ebersol. Ebersol into the neutral zone, has his pocket pick. Official helping out the Cannoneers on that one, and that puck is going to be iced by Miles Hughes. 13:47 to go in this opening period. Still scoreless here at the Haldane Memorial Arena, home of the Cannoneers. That puck gets dumped in by Quinn Carey. Picked up behind the net by Owen Bismarck. Bismarck drops that off for Owen Ebersol. Ebersol looking for somebody to pass to. Loses that puck, goes into the corner. Sent up to the point for Kellen Duffy. Duffy skates this into the corner. He's going to go to work in deep, sends that puck around for Carey. Quinn playing it at the corner, trying to push this back out for Sam Stone. It comes all the way across, and that icing is going to be waved off because Chris Smith won the race to the hash mark. There's a shot and a goal scored by Trevor Vino. See if we can catch that on the replay. Right there was that shot as he came across the slot. Kellen Duffy takes that puck, sends this around on the near side for Jacob Amadon. Puck gets sent all the way across and dumped in. I can't see what the number is. Who is that? Oh, 61. Sorry, that's Tanner Esposito. Puck turned over. Back in the neutral zone. Albany with it. Quinn McDonald comes back. He loses his edge, tries getting that puck out, and we're going to get a tripping penalty. Let's go back and take a quick look at that goal, mainly because I want to see what time it was at. Totally cheating. Face-off will be to the left side of Stone. University of Albany goal scored by number 12, Trevor Vino. Number 12, time of the Danes goal, 6:57. Jefferson Community College penalty, number 12, Jacob Amadon. 2-minute minor for tripping. Number 12, 2 minutes trip. Time of that minor penalty, 8:00. We got another delayed penalty against JCC. And as soon as it gets touched, it's going to be a high stick. It's going to be on number 11. Kellen Duffy going to the box. It'll be 5-on-3. Jefferson Community College penalty, number 11, Kellen Duffy. 2-minute minor for high sticking. Number 11, 2 minutes, high stick. Time of the minor penalty, 8:24 of the first period. So it's 5-on-3 now for the University of Albany. Puck gets passed over onto the left side. Nino Scarpello tries taking that shot, gets blocked in the slot. Shot, save made, Andrew Stone. Rebound picked up. Scarpello goes over to the far corner. Passes this out in front. It gets tipped, but still makes it to Jake Johnson. Johnson sends this up to the center point for Jake Weiss. Weiss passes over to Scarpello. Scarpello. And the net is off of its mooring. So we'll have a face-off, probably in the zone. The puck hasn't left the zone yet. We got 1:02 remaining in the first penalty against Jacob Amadon. Waiting for Andrew Stone to finish with his beverage. And off the faceoff, JCC wins the draw, can't keep possession, though. Jonathan Graham sends this back out to the point. Puck gets dumped in, back into the trapezoid, played by Millington, back over to Graham. Graham with this, sends this up to the point for Joseph Canavan. Shot, and that puck dances across the paint over into the corner. Coming over and grabbing that for JCC, Owen Van Brocklin clears this down the length of the ice. Puck collected by Alex Peterson. Peterson goes into his trapezoid, opts to go to his left, passes this puck up to Jonathan Graham at the blue line. Graham brings this up into the neutral offensive end, back into the trapezoid, cycling around at the far side. Hash mark drops this back up to the point, pass over in deep left side at the circle for Thomas Mark. He has no shot, sends this back around for Jonathan Graham. Still 5-on-3. Triangle set up by JCC. Little attack made. Mark with this puck sends this across. Picked up at the corner by Quinn McDonald. McDonald cycling around, sends this across the paint. Nothing doing. And one player has been released for JCC. It's 5-on-4. Coming in, trying to get that shot off is Quinn McDonald. Puck goes over against the sideboards. Owen Bismarck clears this out into the neutral zone, picked up by Evan Scarpello. Evan passes over to Alex Peterson. Peterson sends this across, trying to hit forward that was not breaking in, so that was the problem there. Puck comes all the way back down to the University of Albany's end. Alex Peterson with it in his trapezoid, and the teams return to even strength. That puck picked off by Gionnet. Gionnet had to wait for Weinbar to come on sides, fires that shot, save made by Dola. Puck comes out into the neutral zone, central cross by Barrett for Gionnet. Gionnet touches this forward, taken away by Jack Weiss. Weiss goes into the safety of his trapezoid. Gionnet follows. Jack Weiss skating up into the neutral zone. Weiss over the center line, over the blue line, goes in pocket, picked, and Weinbar sends this back into the center ice. Chris Smith grabs this for University of Albany. Albany sends this in, played on by Drew Stone, picked up Carson Barrett. Puck is stolen. No shot on net. Here's Jack Mills coming away with this puck. Mills gets hit in the neutral zone, and that's going to be a delayed penalty against Albany. And as soon as that gets touched by Colin Zudema, we'll get the call there, and that's going to be a roughing, I do believe. University of Albany penalty, number 20, Matt Waters. 2-minute minor for roughing. Number 20, 2 minutes rough. Time of the minor penalty, 11:22. It's a Cannoneer power play. And this puck comes out into the neutral zone. Jake Johnson off to the races. Shot, save me, Drew Stone. No coach likes to see you cough up a breakaway on a power play. And there's the second shot in a row. JCC still has yet to take a shot in this player advantage. Cameron Weinbar weaving his way into the offensive end, comes in. There's a shot on goal. Easy save by Alex Dola. Weinbar back behind the net, sends his puck over to the corner. Put up to the point, fired and blocked. Danes trying to get this up and out. Gets caught by Owen Bismarck. Bismarck to Weinbar. Weinbar back to Bismarck. Bismarck trying giving it back. Loses it though. Jack Weiss coming in. And it's a goal. Jack Weiss. University of Albany goal scored by number 7, Jack Weiss, unassisted. Number 7, unassisted. Time of the University of Albany Danes shorthanded goal, 12:24 of the first period. Here's Jack Weiss again. Loses that puck as Carson Barrett gets it away from him. Puck played around by Sam Stone. Skating up with this puck, Lucian Mayberry. No, excuse me. That is Nate Van Wee. Saying thought is too big. Here's Chris Smith coming in. Shot, save made, rebound pushed over to the corner by Barrett. Carson Barrett skating up with his puck, tried passing this across, goes off the skate of Weiss and goes to Smith. Chris Smith backhands his puck over to his defenseman, fires out forward. It goes off the body of Owen Ebersol. Owen chases that down and backhands this back to Barrett. Carson strategically moving this puck forward. Slowly passes it through everybody, picked up by the Danes. Sent up, held in, though, by Owen Ebersol. Ebersol battling for that puck at the hash mark. Puck gets knocked back out to the point, held in by Barrett, fires it in the general direction of the goal, and that's gloved by Alex Dola, snatches it out of the air. We'll have a face-off to the left side of the goaltender. Cameron Weinbar lining up for the face-off for JCC. Face-off won by Albany. Colin Zudema takes that back to his trapezoid, rips this around on his right side. Puck played by Kyle Millington. Millington passes up to Nathan Teachin. Teachin pushes this forward. Eric Kraft's going to chase after it into the corner. Picked up by Miles Hughes. Hughes drops this back for Weinbar. Cameron in the corner, trying to shake off Eric Kraft. Passes puck up, stolen by Albany. Backhand shot taken by Millington. I think that was saved. Hard to tell if it was saved or deflected. That puck is out of the zone. anybody's puck, makes its way to the center line, gets knocked back. Kellen Duffy passes this up for Gionette. Gionette back to Kellen. Kellen coming over with this puck, trying to work his way around. Centering pass, and that goes off a wine bar back into the trapezoid, grabbed by Eric Kraft of Albany. And that went out of play. We'll have a face-off. And I am being graced by a birthday boy. It's a great big happy birthday to Corey Keegan. Dole out spankings later. This face-off won by JCC. Stolen by Albany. Kicked up for Nino Scarpello. Scarpello into the offensive end over the blue line, drops his puck in deep. Trey Kittle back to play on it, tries sending it around, stopped by Jake Johnson, sends this up to the point. Not able to be held in, though. Coming around behind, it is JCC. Jacob Amidon moves that around a defender, goes into the corner to get to work against Nino Scarpello. Amidon, centering pass, gets tipped. Center point fired over off the rail, up high, drops down in front of Trey Kittle, goes into the corner. Amidon over there to play on it. Amidon played by Zudema. Albany taking that puck away, but it's held in by Esposito. Tanner sends that back into the corner. Amidon going back to work, not able to get there in time. Puck ripped around, stopped by Owen Van Brocklin, though. Now it's collected by Nino Scarpello. Scarpello spins around, loses puck in the middle. There's a shot, save made, rebound in the slot. Gets pushed over towards the corner. Owen Van Brocklin working hard, loses that puck. Albany coming back out with it. There's a long pass, makes its way up for, that's an 11. Jonathan Graham loses that puck in the trapezoid, taken away by JCC. Pass up along the boards behind Amidon, and he lets that go on its way to Nino Scarpello or even Matt Waters. Waters sends that puck forward, chases after it into the corner. Waters centering pass, and Jack Weiss not able to get his stick on it. That puck gets ripped around behind the net by Owen Ebersol, comes all the way around, picked up by the University of Albany. They send that over into the corner, chasing after it, Quinn Carey. Comes over on the near side. Albany sends this all the way across for Chris Smith. Smith dumps his puck in. Stays on Trey Kittle, rips this around over onto the near side, comes off the boards, back in for Albany in the corner. Reaching for it is Quinn Carey, able to get that out into the neutral zone. Puck gets passed back. Owen Bismarck picks this up. Bismarck drops his pass off to his left. There's a shot, misses wide, goes off the backboards all the way out into the neutral zone. Puck is collected by Miles Hughes. Hughes sends this forward, turned back by the University of Albany. Chasing that puck down, though, is Quinn Carey. Carey sends this off the glass into the neutral zone, played back by Jake Weiss. Weiss can't keep it. Albany trying to get this puck back out. Out in. And that is played, picked up by Quinn McDonald. McDonald comes around, resets in his zone, passes up to Thomas Mark. Mark dumps his puck in, absorbs a hit from Nate Van Wee. Puck is played in the corner by JCC. Albany takes that puck away. Trevor Vino dumps that back in the slot. Backhand shot, and it makes it in. Oh, that's a goal. That's a second goal of the game for Jack Weiss. Let's see if I was able to pick up where the assist came from. Yeah, nope, but that was a pretty shot. Shot on net, save made. Puck grab by Carson Barrett. He flicks this up into the neutral zone. University of Albany goal scored by number 7, Jack Weiss. Number 7, Jack Weiss. Time of the Danes goal, 17:28. Lucian Mayberry has a delayed hearing effect, apparently. Didn't hear that whistle. University of Albany goal scored by number 7, Jake Weiss, assisted by number 12, Trevor Vino, and number 15, Thomas Mark. 7 from 12 from 15. Jefferson Community College penalty, number 16, Lucian Mayberry. 2 minutes for tripping and 2 minutes for cross-checking. That's 2 double minors for Lucian Mayberry, number 16. Time of the double minors, 17:51 of the first period. The puck is grabbed by Kellen Duffy, ripped around, held at the point, though, by Nino Scarpello. Sends this back in for his team to go to work. Chris Smith trying to pick this up off the boards, and sends this back into the trapezoid for Trevor Vino. Vino back up to Smith. Smith cycles his way up to the point, puts this over to the center point for Jake Weiss. Weiss sends this in deep, rolls all the way around for Chris Smith again at the hash mark. Smith back to Weiss. Weiss goes to the point, gives this to Smith at the half boards. He gives this right back to Weiss. Weiss back to Smith. Smith, nice move to get that around Miles Hughes. Comes in deep, shot, save, rebound, shot, save. Puck grab by Smith, passes it back up to Weiss at the point. Weiss gives this to Smith at the hash mark, comes over to the top of the faceoff circle. Now cycles his way up to the point, banks this off the boards to send this into the corner for Trevor Vino. Nice try to backhand that over the shoulder of Andrew Stone. Not happening. Scarpello gives this to Smith. Smith back over for Scarpello. Goes high off the air. Scarpello's got to play this off the boards. Now sends this back in for Vino. Vino to Smith. Smith breaks his stick. Oh, he must have such a hard slap shot to break that stick. Less than 30 seconds to go. Here's Nino Scarpello coming up with this puck. Scarpello into the offensive end, takes that shot, save made, Andrew Stone. Officials checking out the post. Really, he wanted to see how badly Andrew Stone smelled in goal, and the answer is pretty ripe. Face off to the left side. Goes back into the corner for JCC. Picked up Cameron Weinbar, able to get that out the length of the ice. Dola plays this for Colin Zudema, and that's where this period's going to end. And that concludes our first period of hockey here at the Haldane Memorial Arena, home of Storm Hockey and your JCC Cannoneers. At the end of the first period, it is the University of Albany Danes 3, JCC Cannoneers 0. The Cold Front Cafe is open. Make sure you stop by and get something to eat. Don't forget to get your 50-50 raffle tickets. Remember, you got to be in it to win it. Get your 50-50 raffle tickets now. I am the Dan-Dalin, and we'll be back in 15 minutes. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence. Pleased to be streaming this game to you live from the Haldane Memorial Arena. And I'll be back. Make sure you got your delicious snacks from the Cold Front Cafe. Load up on those 50/50 raffle tickets. Remember, the more tickets you buy, the more money you can win. Yeah, somehow that math works out, trust me. All right, here we are. Second period set to begin. JCC wins that faceoff. Puck comes back for Kellen Duffy. He fires this all the way down the length of the ice. Remember, JCC starting off short-handed here as Lucian Mayberry is in the penalty box still. Nino Scarpello coming up with this puck. Scarpello in the neutral zone. Passes this puck forward, gets grabbed by Kellen Duffy. He rips this all the way down the length of the ice. New goaltender in for JCC. Playing goal now, number 45, Mason Patnode. Here's Nino Scarpello coming in. He's getting absolutely peppered by Owen Bismarck. Back checking like a fiend. Puck gets turned back out into the neutral zone. Retreating back to pick it up is Jake Weiss. Weiss goes back into the trapezoid of his goal to get reset. Skates up with it right down the middle, immediately challenged by Owen Bismarck. He's going to retreat back into his trapezoid. Less than a minute to go in the penalty against Lucian Mayberry. Chris Smith takes that puck, passes it over to the corner, and the Dames are going to try coming out one more time. Scarpello at the blue line, loses that puck. JCC able to turn it back. Here comes Bismarck. Owen Bismarck skating in with this puck. Bismarck in the slot, loses it, gets knocked out to the corner. Jake Weiss and Bismarck kind of collide, and that's Bismarck is down. I don't know if that's going to result in a penalty or not. It was an awkward fall. Bismarck is getting up, though. Yep, Owen's all right. He skates over to the bench under his own accord. So we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. University of Albany leads 3-0. And they win the faceoff. Puck comes back for Alex Peterson. Peterson passes behind the net to Colin Zudema. Zudema loses this puck, and Peterson regains control. Peterson passes his puck up into the neutral zone. Danes coming in into the slot, and that puck gets swept away by Nate Van Wee. Battle for that puck in the corner, passed up to the hash marks. And we've got a delayed penalty against JCC. Mayberry comes out of the box. The extra attacker is on, and Kyle Gionette touches that puck and sends that puck up and out of play. And we're going to have a hooking penalty on Jack Mills. Jefferson Community College penalty number 77, Jack Mills, 2-minute minor for hooking. Number 77, 2 minutes, hook. Time of the minor penalty, 2:11 of the second period. Puck is loose, comes over to the corner for Chris Smith. Smith sends this back up to the point for Jake Weiss, has that knocked away. Chasing that puck down is Miles Hughes. Hughes goes into the corner, loses that puck, and Tanner Esposito passes back up, and it's picked up now by Scarpello. Scarpello stops at the top of the circle. Shot, save, rebound, and that is cleared out by Kellen Duffy. Centering pass out in front, save made, rebound, and that is captured by Mason Patnode. We'll have a face-off off to the right side of Mason Patnode. JCC taking that puck away. A hit center line. Fire that in on net. Save made by Alex Adola. University of Albany fires that puck in, goes into the corner, grabbed by Carson Barrett. He fires this around on the far side. Owen Eversole battling for that puck. Puck comes free, held in at the point by Albany. Loose puck in deep. Albany can't get that shot off. Barrett takes this to the corner. Now it goes into the trapezoid, collected by Albany. Puck dropped off. And the teams return to even strength. Hot out of the box, Jack Mills immediately gets involved in the play. Puck goes in deep, grabbed by Alex Peterson. Peterson comes around over onto the near side. Puck sent up at the point area, driven back in. Chris Smith backhands this over for Jake Weiss. Weiss puts this in front in the middle and is knocked away by JCC out into the neutral zone. Jack Mills trying to battle to get that puck out. Chris Smith picks this up, though, at the blue line, fires this in deep, played on by Mason Patnode. He leaves it there for his defense. It's a weird bounce off the side, popped out by Jack Mills. That gets rifled forward by Owen Eversole. Caught up to by Trevor Vino. Vino goes into the corner, sends this back behind into the near corner. Ripped down the line for Smith. Chris Smith brings this into the offensive end. In the slot shot, blocker save, Mason Patnode. Held in by the University of Albany. Chris Smith picks this up in the corner, looking, sends this back out to the point. That came out. Mark fired it back in. Still in, though, Jake Weiss. He plays on that puck, and that's going to be an offsides. We'll bring this faceoff out into the neutral zone. It's a delayed offsides. This is college hockey. You know, real rules. And this is not USA hockey rules. This is the AAU. Chris Smith taking that faceoff against Captain Weinbar. Albany wins this draw. Is knocked out of the air by Jake Weiss. Weiss with this puts this in the middle. There's a shot. Save, Mason Patnode. Puck is behind Weinbar. Didn't know it. Fired in from the point. Another save by Patnode. Sam Stone battling for that puck against Chris Smith. Smith has it. Comes up high. Shot. That gets tipped. Goes all the way over. And that hits the netting. Out of play. Face-off will be to the left side of Mason Patnode. Patnode with those luscious locks coming out from underneath the bucket. He has those hairs trained to block pucks for him in the corners. Albany wins this draw, go into the trap, looking for a wraparound, nothing doing, sends this up to the point. From the point back in towards the corner. That gets blocked by Kellen Duffy. Duffy wrapped up against the boards, kicks this puck out to the corner. Amnon going over after it. Albany shot fired. That gets saved by Patnode, deflected over into the corner. And Scarpello taking off that puck. Gets back up. Or Jake Johnson. Is that Jake Johnson? Loose puck at the corner. This gets sent up off the glass. Albany kicks this, keeps this in. Comes back, though, for Kellen Duffy. Duffy passes to Tanner Esposito. Esposito dumps his puck in, goes back behind the net, over to the far corner. Chasing it down, Connor Lamb. Puck played back there. Lamb with it. Backhands this up to the point for Kellen Duffy. Duffy gives this back to Lamb. Lamb tried this short pass back to Duffy. Doesn't get enough on it. Taken away. Nino Scarpello. Scarpello in. Shot. Save. Patnode. Rebound goes over to the corner. Played on by Jonathan Graham. Sends this around. Kellen Duffy battling for that puck. Duffy has it. Graham takes the seat. Off the face-off, puck goes to the corner. JCC going to work, sends this around back behind. Comes over for Owen Ebersol. Ebersol tried passing this up for Nate Van Wee. With this puck now, Owen Van Brocklin. Van Brocklin nudges this towards the goal, goes off the back boards. Ebersol centering pass for Nate Van Wee. Can't get that shot off. Albany coming back the other way. Here's Eric Kraft, and coming out, Mason Patno to make the play. Patno hustling back into his crease. JCC held that in the trapezoid until Patno could recover. That goes off the skate of Owen Ebersol. Played back out into the neutral zone, and that is picked up by Owen Van Brocklin. Owen in, shot, gets deflected by, I think that was Alex Peterson, and ends up just coasting its way to Alex Dola. See, work the camera. Puck comes up, top of the circle. Grabbed by Weinbar. Weinbar dumps that back in, but it came out, so it's a delayed offsides. Gionette's got to come out, and does. Puck picked up. Andrew Stone fires this all the way across. I mean, Sam Stone fires this across. Here's Chris Smith with this puck. Shot fired, save made by Patno. When that puck goes out of play, we'll have a face-off. Face-off comes back up for Alex Peterson. He dumps this back into the corner. Albany sends this into the trapezoid. Come around, shot. That gets blocked by Owen Van Brocklin. Albany still with this puck. Soft push up to the point for Peterson. Peterson fires this across into the slot. Makes it all the way through. This comes up. Amidon grabs this at the blue line, moves forward with it. Amidon dumps this puck in. He gets hit, absorbs that hit. Puck grabbed by Tanner Esposito, flings this back over to the corner for Jacob. Amidon sends this into the middle, and that gets grabbed and swatted by Albany, ripped all the way down the length of the ice. And unfortunately for JCC, Jonathan Graham hit those hash marks first, so no icing. It's a race to the hash marks. That puck is sent cleared out by Tanner Esposito, pushed back in by Albany. Puck comes back over to Tanner. Tanner sends this across. He tried to hit Amidon, but that puck got stolen by Kyle Millington. JCC trying to come out again. That is a missed pass, and that's going to be an icing as Albany is the first one back. So we'll bring this face off all the way down by Mason Patno. Face off to the right side of Patno. One by Albany, taken away by JCC. Van Brocklin fires this up into the neutral zone, leaks its way across. Tanner Esposito battling for it, coming over to take that puck away, though. Kyle Millington. Millington weaving his way in, trying to get a shot off, backhand shot. Goes wide off the side of the net. Out in front, Millington can't pull the trigger. It's blocked. Mason Patno got a piece of it. This gets knocked out by JCC from the point. Ripped in. Thomas Mark, we got a whistle because the net got knocked off of its mooring. Thank goodness for that. Telling you, those long locks of Mason Patno doing their job, reaching out and grabbing onto that post to remove it. It's a special kind of hairspray available only in 1984. Stocking up on it. Aquanet to the rescue. Face-off comes back to the point. Albany sends this back in deep. Jake Weiss plays this around into the corner, comes all the way out into the neutral zone, collected by Quinn McDonald. McDonald passes over D-to-D pass. Now they try moving that up. Here's a hit placed by Quinn Carey. Loose puck. Somebody's stick is down on the ice. It's Chris Smith lost his twig. His puck gets passed all the way across to Owen Ebersol. Ebersol crosses into the offensive end, gets attacked by Quinn McDonald. Ebersol, shot, save made by Dola. Puck is in the corner, sent up along the half boards from the point, ripped in, save Mason Patnode. Face out to the right side of Mason Patnode, comes all the way out into the neutral zone. Jack Mills off to the races. Grabs that puck off the backboards, passes it up for Cameron Weinbar. Weinbar rips it at the goal and actually takes out a University of Albany defenseman. And that gets covered up by Alex Dola for the save. Face off to the left side of Dola. Weinbar drives this at the net, misses, goes wide left. Grabbed by Jake Johnson, sends this around behind the net on the far side. Picked up by Gionnet, passes it back to Weinbar in deep. Weinbar through the trapezoid, sends this off the boards. Kittle fires that shot, misses way wide right and high. Sam Stone holds that puck in, fires this forward. Albany able to clear it out. Kittle not able to catch that puck. Behind him, Jake Johnson going in, sends this back up to the center point. That gets missed by Scarpello. And retreating back is Colin Zudema into his own zone, now his own trapezoid, to play that puck. Coming around is Kyle Gionnet. Causing trouble. Weinbar sends this back into the corner for Kyle. Kyle sends this through the trapezoid to the other side. Trey Kittle steps up at the hash mark, fires this back in deep for Kyle. Gionnet tried to pass this to Weinbar, gets deflected. It's caught on the back of the net, and we're going to get a whistle as a result. 7:11 to go in this second period. 3-0 University of Albany leads JCC here at the Haldane Memorial Arena, home of the Storm Hockey and the JCC Cannoneers, one of 3 home ices for Jefferson Community College. Owen Van Brocklin taking the face-off against somebody. Eric Kraft. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Kyle Millington grabs it, hits the center line, dumps that puck in. And I think it hit somebody on the bench. So we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Face-off goes over to the boards. Amadon pushes this forward. Albany trying to bring it back, and it is picked up, though, by Kellen Duffy. Duffy loses this along the boards. Millington going back in. Shot save made by Patnode. Miles Hughes brings that up into the neutral zone. Turned over. Eric Kraft backhands his puck in deep. Duffy back to play it. Kellen through his trapezoid, passes up for Tanner Esposito. Esposito skating forward with this puck. Tanner hits the center line, dumps his puck in. Chases after, trying to go to work on the far side. He's going to try camping out in front. Owen Van Brocklin battling at the hash mark, sends his puck in deep to the trapezoid. Sent up along the boards by Albany. They're able to clear this out into the neutral zone. Retreating back to collect that puck is Miles Hughes. Hughes gets this to Van Brocklin. Van Brocklin tried shoveling up for Esposito, couldn't get it to him. Duffy trying to bring this forward and does. Has this in the offensive zone. Duffy takes this into the corner. Uses the official as a blocker. Comes around. Passes his puck up for Miles Hughes. Official. Oh. Oh, what was that penalty, Corey? 15? University of Albany penalty, number 15, Thomas Mark, 2-minute minor for interference. Number 15, 2 minutes, interference. Time of the minor penalty, 14:18 of the second period. It's a JCC Cannoneer power play. This puck gets sent down the length of the ice. Pat Note stalls it on the red line. Grab by Carson Barrett. Barrett drops it off in the trapezoid for Bismarck. Oh, and weaving his way around. Stops short at the blue line. Sends this puck back forward. Gets passed over to Barrett. Barrett sends this up for Weinbar. Weinbar, hard time holding it. Pass it back to Barrett. Barrett sends this into the corner. Kyle Gionette grabs it there. Dola holds on to that. We'll have a face-off off to his left side. Face-off won by JCC. Gionette spinning around. Kyle loses that puck. Quick shot by, who was that guy? Is that Jack Mills? Smith. There's a shot on Pat Note. Save made. Kicks this over to the side. Gionette rips this back to Carson Barrett in the trapezoid. Barrett gives this back to Kyle. Kyle skating up with it. Kyle passes across the zone. Pushed forward by Bismarck. Knocked back out, and that hits up the JCC bench. So we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Yeah, it's dead. Centering pass. That gets blocked by Albany. Takes this into the corner, rips this around, held in at the point by JCC. Gionette loses that puck. Weinbar with it. Weinbar drawing forward, and that gets blocked in front by Evan Scarpello. Jake Weiss. Weiss going in. Centering pass. Taken away. JCC shot misses wide of the net. Puck comes all the way down to the JCC end of the ice in the corner. Puck ping-ponging back and forth. That gets dumped in by JCC. Collected by Colin Zudema. His trapezoid sends this over into the corner. Gets passed back over to Zudema. Collins sends this up along the boards, and this gets cleared out to Chris Smith. Smith loses this, though. Puck taken away by Kellen Duffy. Duffy passes this back to Carson Barrett. There's a shot save made by Dola, held in by JCC, fired again. That gets tipped, deflected. Zudema sends this into the corner, battling for it. JCC long pass across, picked up by Carson Barrett back in the neutral zone. He flicks this in deep while everybody checks up on sides, but they all did not check up. And it's a cross-check penalty against Albany. University of Albany penalty number 9, Alex Peterson. 2-minute minor for cross-checking. Number 9, 2 minutes cross-check. Time of the minor penalty, 18:06 of the second period. That puck gets cleared by Albany, played by Mason Patno. Here comes Kellen Duffy, passes this puck up for Bismarck. Owen Bismarck weaving his way in. Puck gets knocked away by Thomas Mark. Bismarck recollects it. Now Jack Mills has this at the point. Passes this puck up to Weinbar. Weinbar to Kyle Gionette. Gionette sends this behind the net to Bismarck. And that puck gets cleared by Albany. Patno is going to play that off the backboards. 1 minute of play remaining in the second period. Final minute of play of the second period. Bismarck backhands this out to Weinbar. Weinbar to Gionette. And pass back to Weinbar. Doesn't make it. Out in front, Weinbar couldn't get that shot off. Puck taken away by Chris Smith. Smith moving down with this puck. Smith loses his stick and the puck. 30 seconds ago, Weinbar backhands this up along the boards. In the neutral zone, puck grab by Quinn McDonald. He dumps that puck in. McDonald grabs this on the far side. McDonald's got Bismarck on him. Puck comes free. McDonald chasing after it. Kellen Duffy on him as well. 5 seconds to go. Bismarck pulls this puck out, and that'll do it. And that concludes our second period of hockey here at the Haldane Memorial Arena, home of Cannoneer Hockey. I hold in my hand the winning 50-50 raffle ticket. The winning 50-50 raffle ticket number is 480-590-09. That's 480-590-09. Last 4 digits, 9009. You could claim your winning prize at the 50-50 table where you bought your ticket. I am the Dan-Dalin, and we'll be back in 15 minutes. I am the Dan-Dalin, and I will be back in less than 15 minutes. All right, hockey fans, we're back for the third and final period. That was a rather uneventful second period. Only 3 penalties, no goals. 2 penalties by Albany, and 1 by Jefferson Community College. We'll see how this third period shapes up. JCC needs some goals. JCC in white going from left to right this third and final period. University of Albany Danes in a black and yellow going from right to left. Puck comes back to the JCC end of the ice. Miles Hughes fires it forward. Grabbed by Albany. Took 2 attempts for Trevor Vino to get this back across, and well, he's going to try again. Snaps this off the near boards. Ripped it back in by Kellen Duffy. Weinbar with that puck in the corner, going back behind the net. A little soft pass up. Duffy doesn't make it to him. Coming out with this puck is Trevor Vino. Vino all the way in. Vino stops at the corner, looking for somebody to pass to. I don't know what's happening over there. Puck is wrapped up along the boards. A little stabbing. You can see Jake Weiss try to get that puck out. Knocks it back. Cameron Weinbar grabs it. Fires this around. Held in by Albany. They send this back into the trapezoid. Centering pass. Puck is loose. Comes all the way out to the center point. Fired back in. Blocked. Nice split by Miles Hughes to block a flailing shot. There's a shot and a goal. Wow. Sometimes you just get lucky. And Jake Weiss, with a natural hat trick, scores that goal. And it is dead silent here at the Haldane Arena. I'm waiting to find out from the score if an assist was handed out, and it was. University of Albany goal scored. It's a natural hat trick for number 7, Jake Weiss, assisted by number 22, Chris Smith. 7 from 22. Time of the Danes' goal, 1:15 of the third period. Quinn McDonald brings that puck up and loses it at the blue line, and that just gets poked away from Owen Ebersol. JCC dumps that puck back in, gets played by Dola back behind his net, sent over onto the near side. There's a shot from the center point by Quinn Carey, saved by Dola, and he's going to hold on to that puck for the faceoff. Jacob Amidon taking that face-off, trying to drive his body forward to gain possession of that puck. Albany wins the draw, though, rips this all the way around. Held in at the point by Carson Barrett. Grabbed, though, by Colin Zudema, who rips this down into the JCC end of the ice. JCC coming back the other way. That puck stolen by Jonathan Graham and flicked into the JCC zone by Jake Johnson. Sent back up. No, glove down by Quinn McDonald. Trying to get that shot off. Nothing doing. Puck comes over at the corner. Played on by Jonathan Graham. Sends this behind the net to the far side. Centering pass goes right to Connor Lamb. Lamb pushing this puck forward for himself. Not able to catch up to it. Colin Zudema cuts him off. Tends that puck around the backside of the goal. And it catches some air and catches the netting. That's out of play. We'll have a face-off in the Danes' end of the ice. Face-off taken by Kyle Gionette. Pulls this back to the point for Miles Hughes. Sends this back up. Jack Mills loses it. Comes to Cameron Weinbar. Weinbar lets this go out for Kellen Duffy, who fires that shot wide right. Goes off the boards. Comes all the way out and down. Duffy back for the puck. Plays it in the corner, sends it around for Weinbar. Weinbar touches this out, comes into the neutral zone, dump back in by the Danes, back out to Weinbar. Weinbar hits center ice, dumps that puck in deep, played off the backboards, and that gets covered up by Alex Dola. Faceoff will be to his left side with 16 and a half minutes to go in this game. The University of Albany leads 4-0 here in the third period. Weinbar is going to take the face-off against Chris Smith. Smith wins the draw, pulls this back towards the corner. Dane's trying to get this puck out, and out it comes. Trevor Vino nudges this up for Smith. Smith dumps this in, played off the backboards by Miles Hughes. Hughes fighting for that puck in the corner. Dane's coming out with it. Shot taken, save made by Patnode. Rebound goes to the corner. Chris Smith plays this back behind the net. Picked up on the corner by Kellen Duffy. Duffy trying to send this puck out and does. Comes into the neutral zone. Grabbed by Smith. Smith fires it. Gloved by Weinbar. Weinbar takes this through the neutral zone. Weinbar sends his puck into the trapezoid. Gionette in the corner going to work. Leaves that puck, though, and loses it. Turned over to the University of Albany. Long pass out for Smith. Smith has got a breaking Jake Weiss, and that puck goes in. It's a goal for the University of Albany. We'll find out who actually gets credited with the goal. That kind of went by a little too quickly for me to see what actually happened. Looks like the whole forward line touched that puck. University of Albany goal scored by number 24, Quinn McDonald, assisted by number 22, Chris Smith, from number 12, Trevor Vino. 24 from 22 from 12. Time of the University of Albany Danes goal, 4:16 of the third period. Faceoff will be to the left side of Patnode. JCC winning this, and Owen Ebersol stalled. Puck recovered. Passed across by Quinn Carey. Goes into the corner. Ebersol battling for. Puck gets deflected. Comes way out through the neutral zone. Albany pass across. Shot taken. Save made. Mason Patnode. Coming back with this puck is Nate Van Wee over the blue line. Van Wee, top of the circle. Shot fired. Rebound comes all the way out into the neutral zone. Jonathan Graham with it. Graham in the slot. Shot. Shoulder save. Puck is still loose out in front. Taken over onto the side by Ebersol. Ebersol sends this out into the neutral zone. Quinn Carey going after it. Carey with this puck. Carey in the trapezoid. Looking for somebody, anybody. Carey still with it at the hash mark. Sends this puck in deep for Ebersol. Ebersol to the corner. Centering pass gets missed. Smith there, not able to take it with him. Puck gets knocked out. Chris Smith picks it up for Albany. Chris Smith on the near side. Smith at the blue line into the O-zone. Smith tried making a move to get around Carson Barrett. Couldn't do it. Barrett knocked that puck free. It's in the neutral zone. Comes back for Matt Waters. Waters passes puck up for Jake Weiss. Weiss loses it. Barrett coming back with it. Carson at the blue line. Carson couldn't pull the trigger on that shot. Puck stalls. Trevor Vino takes it away. Sends this into the neutral zone. Smith battling against Amadon. There's a shot blocker save by Patnode. Puck sent up along the boards. Battling for it. Trying to get that out. Adam Pooler. There's a clapper taken from the point by Trevor Vino. Goes wide. Puck grabbed by Carson Barrett. Barrett sends this off the glass out into the neutral zone, settled down by Matt Waters. Waters sends this over for Smith. Smith looked offsides to me, but they say he was not. Smith centering pass. Patnode diving across to make that save. Look at this play as it comes across here. Puck goes into the corner, flung across, gets tipped, and it's on the line in the paint. And Mason Patnode dives across to cover that puck up. Face-off won by the Danes. Sent back in, gloved by Gionnet. Gionnet to Weinbar. Weinbar shot, save made by Alex Dola. Rebound collected. Kyle Millington skating up with this puck. Millington through the neutral zone. Millington tried to sneak that through the legs of Miles Hughes. He'd have nothing to do with it. Puck goes over into the corner. Now sent up along the boards. Albany trying to send this back towards the goal. Gionnet kicked it away. Gionnet sends this around for Weinbar along the boards. Now it comes out into the neutral zone. Gionnet couldn't get it. Millington sends this across to the other side. Danes dump this puck in. Cameron Weinbar picks this up at the corner. Weinbar gets a soft check from Eric Kraft. Passes this puck over to Duffy. Duffy, breakout for Weinbar. Weinbar couldn't keep it. Comes over to Miles Hughes. He passes this along. Weinbar couldn't catch it, taken away by Quinn McDonald. McDonald hits his own blue line, passes it up to Matt Waters. Waters loses control, and it goes back to Quinn McDonald. McDonald to Waters. Waters passes it up to Nathan Teachin. Teachin sends this into the ozone. It comes back out. Teachin brings this back in, and that's offsides. $12:08 to go in this game. The birthday boy is leaving. See you guys. Fans now exiting, making his way down the stairs. The birthday boy himself, Corey Keegan. Happy birthday, Corey. There he is. He's like 30 or something. Face off in the neutral zone. Puck gets sent down to the JCC end, back around behind the net, played on by Nate Van Wee, trying to get that puck out. Albany sending it back in. Shot taken, save made. Puck dances across the paint. And Owen Van Brocklin takes out Jonathan Graham. Graham recovers, puck up, shot, save made. Rebound goes over to the corner. Nice shot. Colin Zudana calling for it and getting a shot on goal. And we're going to have a penalty as Nate Van Wee goes to the box, following the footsteps of his younger brother. Jefferson Community College minor penalty number 15, Nate Van Wee, 2 minutes for roughing. University of Albany penalty number 11, Jonathan Graham, 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the minor penalties, 8:31 of the third period, 4-on-4 hockey. Puck is loose. Esposito not able to pull the trigger. Albany coming out with this puck into the neutral zone. Colin Zudema hits the blue line, fires it on net. Save made by Pat Note. Chris Smith sends this in around. Puck is grabbed by Sam Stone. Stone passes up to Jacob Amadon. Amadon couldn't catch that pass. Stone sends this up for Esposito. Esposito moving forward over the blue line. Esposito, the shot that gets deflected over to the corner. Jacob Amadon over there to play on it. Puck goes to the trapezoid. Alex Peterson sends this around. This goes all the way down the length of the ice. That's going to get played by Pat Note. And coming back with it. A hard pass gets picked off by Chris Smith. Kyle Gionnet recovers, takes that puck, moving forward. Gionnet over, little toe drag to Weinbar. Shot, save made by Dola. Weinbar with it again. Weinbar over to Gionnet. Shot, save made. Alex Dola. Wow. Kid is coming up huge. Those are two enormous saves. It's hard to win a game if you can't get by a wall. Alex Dola getting fist bumped by the official even. Holy cow. Face off to his right side, comes back to the point, shot fired, trickles its way across into the corner, played on by Matt Waters. This gets flicked out by Albany, picked up in the neutral zone by Miles Hughes. Hughes sends this forward. Albany recovers. Thomas Mark passes across. It gets stolen by Weinbar. Weinbar tried giving it to Gionette, a little too far away. Gionette got a piece of it, and Miles Hughes retreats back, picks that puck up, passes to Duffy. Duffy sends this up into the neutral zone. Weinbar's going to play it off the wall. Weinbar tried making his move to the middle. Puck gets picked away, though, by Quinn McDonald. Both teams return to full strength. Duffy battling for that puck. Puck comes up. Albany tried clearing it. Stopped by Gionette. Duffy has it, centering pass. Backhand Mills. Glove save by Alex Dola. Another great save by Dola. 9:10 to go in this game. JCC finally figured out how to get through the University of Albany's defense, but they cannot get by Alex Dola. He hasn't had many quality shots, but boy, these last few have been absolutely stellar shots, and his saves are the only thing that's been any better. And we're going to get a penalty called against Kyle Millington. University of Albany penalty, number 3, Kyle Millington, 2-minute minor for cross-checking. Number 3, 2 minutes cross-check. Time of the minor penalty, 11:00. And it's a JCC power play. Shot fired. That gets tipped. I think it went off the stick of Dola, off the glass. This comes out. Carson Barrett loses it. Beating him to the puck. Jake Weiss. Barrett not giving up. Back checking like a fiend. Weiss not giving. Chris Smith shot. Save. Oh, no initial save. Sneaks through the armpit, and it's a goal for Chris Smith. The University of Albany shorthanded goal scored by number 22, Chris Smith. Unassisted, number 22, unassisted. Time of the Danes' shorthanded goal, 11:38 of the third period. Face off to the left side of Alex Dola. Face off taken by Owen Ebersol. Tried getting a shot off net, on net, not able to. Nate Van Wee fires that puck forward. Danes grab it. Rip this goes on net. Save made by Pat Note. Puck picked up by Trey Kittle. Kittle from his trapezoid passes this up to Quinn Carey. Carey sends this across to Ebersol. Ebersol can't catch it. Carey fires his puck in, goes all the way around. Danes pick that puck up, send this out into the neutral zone, dumped back in by Van Brocklin. Nate Van Wee not able to reach that puck. It's stalled by Pat Node. Van Wee almost coughed this up to Albany, able to nudge that puck over to Van Brocklin. Van Brocklin coming up over the blue line. Van Brocklin weaving his way by Colin Zudema. Van Brocklin back in the trapezoid, going to work against Zudema. Puck comes up for Ebersol. Ebersol sends this across the slot. Nothing doing. This puck gets sent out into the neutral zone. Retreating back, Trey Kittle to pick this puck up. Gets knocked away by Trevor Vino. Kittle recovers, gets some help from his friends. Puck gets sent down, caught by Alex Peterson. And the Danes return to full strength. Nate Van Wee sends this across. Puck stolen by the Danes. Kyle Millington out of the box. Passes off. It comes back for him. He misses it. Puck goes in, deep back into the trapezoid. Out in front, collected by Jacob Amadon. He passes puck over for Tanner Esposito. That gets sent back in by the Danes. They're offsides. Jonathan Graham's got to check out. Or, excuse me, not Graham. That's Nathan Teachin. Trey Kittle forcing that puck forward with himself. Trey into the corner. Dodges that check, but the Danes pick up that puck and send it right into the netting. We'll have a face-off in the Albany end of the ice with just over 6 minutes to go in this game. And with 6 minutes to go, the University of Albany leads Jefferson Community College by a score of 6-0. Eric Kraft taking the face-off against Lucian Mayberry. Kraft wins the draw, pulls his puck back into the corner for Thomas Mark. Mark gets wrapped up with Lucian. Lucian sends this into the trapezoid, hustling after it. Matt Waters. Waters passes this up to the point, and this gets knocked out to Kyle Millington. Millington forced into the corner. He gets checked by Adam Pooler. Now taking his puck in, Eric Kraft. Puck is out in front and swept aside. Millington sends this into the slot. And now it goes over towards the corner, sent all the way across to the far point. That puck gets sent into the corner. And that puck makes its way into the neutral zone, controlled by Albany, passed out by JCC. This gets caught, though, by Matt Waters. Waters turns his puck back out, past to Nathan Teachin. Teachin brings this over the line into the offensive end. There's Chris Smith with this puck. Fires this on net. Save made. Puck goes over onto the far side. Here comes Colin Whitmore. Whitmore fires this forward, and he's going to go off for a change. Whitmore, newly enrolled student at JCC. Loose puck grabbed by Braden Trayer. Trayer in deep back behind the net now with this puck. Tries sending this out. That gets caught by Jake Weiss. Fires that, gets deflected, goes off the netting, and drops down. Less than 5 minutes to go in this game. Coach doing a good job of making sure everybody touches the ice. The more experience you get, the better play you have. The better play you have, the better players you have. Experience makes expertise. Can't have one without the other. Chris Smith in for the faceoff for Albany. Wins the draw. Puck comes back to Quinn McDonald. Fires his forward. Smith hurries it along. Goes wide of the net. Picked up by Carson Barrett. Barrett sends this over into the middle. Caught by Jack Weiss of the Danes. Weiss with this puck. Sends this up. Gets hit by Barrett. Puck comes over to Drew Stone. And by Drew, I mean Sam. Sam Stone sends this across. Picked up by the Danes. Kyle Gionette all over Quinn McDonald. Can't get that puck away, though. McDonald into his trapezoid. Passes his puck up for Jack Weiss. Weiss comes up along the boards. Tries giving it to Chris Smith. Smith misses it. Turned back out by Sam Stone. Weinbar able to nudge that puck forward. That's going to get covered up by Alex Dola with 4:09 to go in this game. Time is running out for the Cannoneers. It's a steep hill to get 6 goals in 4:09 when you're scoreless. Kyle Gionette in for the faceoff for the Cannoneers. Puck brought back to the point for Sam Stone. Sends this in. Weinbar sends this around to the trapezoid for Gionette to go to work. Centering pass, trying to go to Mills. It's caught on the side of the net. And Mills gets sent to the ice by Colin Zudema. And JCC skates away. That is discipline. So you get really frustrated. And, you get sat down like that. Sometimes you want to retaliate. So kudos to the Cannoneers for holding their composure. Gionette wins that faceoff, pulls that puck back for Weinbar. He sends this hard into the middle, turned out by Jonathan Graham. Carson Barrett with this puck in front of his net now goes back behind into the trapezoid, sends this up along the boards, held in by Graham. Near side, Weinbar with it, gets this out into the neutral zone, grabbed by Colin Zudema, fires this forward. Goes to Weinbar. Weinbar, soft pass to Jack Mills. Jack drops this off, gets passed over to Barrett. Carson Barrett up along the boards for Gionette. Gionette does not catch it. Colin Zudana sends it back out, goes to Carson Barrett. Barrett off the boards for Kyle. Kyle picks his puck up at center ice, moves this into the offensive end. Weinbar with it. Weinbar getting checked by Colin Zudana. Colin is playing excessively aggressive. This puck goes into the corner. Now in the trapezoid, Thomas Mark kicks this up to his skate. Mark skating around with it. Kyle Gionette on him, trying to poke that puck away. Weinbar picks this up and tries backhanding this all the way across, meant for Owen Ebersol, doesn't get it far enough. And who is that? That is Nino Scarpello. No, that is Matt Waters that locked his edge and went down. There's a big check, and JCC's going to pay. So it's going to be a roughing call against Quinn Carey. With 2:38 to go, Quinn Carey's going to sit for the next 2 minutes. Jefferson Community College penalty, number 20, Quinn Carey, 2-minute minor for roughing. Number 20, 2 minutes, rough. Time of the minor penalty, 17:22 of the third period. Albany takes his puck back behind their net for the reset. Skating up with it is Trevor Vino. Vino hits the blue line, loses that puck. That gets turned back by Ebersol, and he rips this down the length of the ice. Going after it, Jake Johnson. Jake Johnson in his trapezoid challenge by Owen Van Brocklin. Johnson sends us along the side, comes back to him. Johnson skating this puck up. Now he's going to pass this across off the boards for Chris Smith. Smith touches it, gets it into the corner. Miles Hughes there. Hughes is trying to wrap that puck up against the boards. He's getting driven forward by Trevor Vino. Puck comes out to the point. Albany fires this back into the corner for Chris Smith. Smith sends this back into the trapezoid for Vino. Vino with it over to Smith on the side. Smith looking, gives this out to the point for Jake Weiss. Weiss fires this in, save made by Patino. Puck comes over against the side. Ebersol battling for it in the corner. Ebersol trying to send this up along the half boards. Can't get it. There's a check put on by Nate Van Wee. Puck goes into the trapezoid. Chris Smith fires this all the way around, held in by Jake Weiss. Weiss gives this back to Smith. Smith to Weiss. Weiss can't get that shot off, and that puck gets knocked out by JCC. One minute of play remaining in the third period. Final minute of play. Nino Scarpello going in with that puck. Not able to get a shot on, or maybe he did. Save made. Nate Van Wee trying to clear that puck out, and that goes out of play. Nate upset. That's not going to get 6 goals, though, in the next minute, so nothing really to be upset about. Time to just finish this game and skate off like a true sportsman. Jacob Amadon's going to take the face-off for Jefferson Community College, squaring off against Jonathan Graham of the University of Albany. Amadon wins the draw. Puck goes back to the corner. Trey Kittle trying to get that out. Amadon has this pressed up against the boards. Kittle coming over to help out. Puck comes away in the middle in the slot. JCC has it. Trey Kittle skates over on the near side, passes this up for Connor Lamb. Lamb taking this into the offensive end. Couldn't get the shot off. Puck goes into the corner. Tanner Esposito fires it. Gets redeflected into the corner. Now in the trapezoid. Albany sends this up along the side. Connor Lamb takes this over to the center point. Gets knocked out by Kyle Millington. Retreating back to pick that puck up is Braden Trayer. Trayer into his trapezoid. Passes over to Trey Kittle. 5 seconds to go. There's a shot on net. Patino drops it down. Trayer dishes it aside, and that'll do it. And that concludes another exciting game of ice hockey here at the Haldane Memorial Arena one of the homes of the Jefferson Community College Cannoneers. This game has ended with the score for the University of Albany Danes 6, Jefferson Community College Cannoneers 0. We'd like to thank everyone for coming out here today. Please remember to pick up your immediate area. Look around for personal items, including cell phones, chargers, trash, and small children. Please take them with you. We don't need them here. Don't forget, stop by the Cold Front Cafe for something delicious to eat for that long ride home. Please remember, get home safely. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence, reminding you, don't wait for it to be a good day. Make it a great day, everyone. And I am the Dan-Dalin, and thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate your support as I continue my quest to find some way to make this a full-time professional job. I love doing it, and I hope you enjoy watching. So from the Haldane Memorial Arena in Pulaski, New York, this one ends in a University of Albany victory as Jefferson Community College falls to them by a score of 6-0. An excellent display of athleticism by the University of Albany Danes goaltender Alex Dola, and a beauty of a hat trick for number 7, Jake Weiss. So from the Haldane Memorial Arena in Pulaski, I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence, reminding you, don't wait for it to be a good day. Make it a great day, everyone.